Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Robert Collins Arena here on the campus of Brookdale Community College, where the hometown team, Brookdale Jersey Blues, hosts the Cougars of Camden County College. Along with my broadcast partner, Brian Golaszewski, my name is Dominic Salmon. We are happy to bring you Brookdale men's and women's basketball all season long, only on Brookdale TV. And Brian, tonight features a matchup between two teams playing their first regular season game since February of 2020, over a year and a half ago. And we're finally back.
Yeah, and it's good to be back. Of course, last year wiped out by the pandemic, but this is one of the best programs going here with the Jersey Blues, and look forward to seeing them back out on the floor as they control the opening tip.
And we are underway here in Brookdale, and right away they start with Frez Cabrera making the lay-in to make it 2-0, Brookdale on top. And here's Camden County with the ball, Pat Campbell. And here's Hunter Blessing bringing it to the right wing. Foul's going to be called on number 2, Niles Halberton. That's going to be his first and the first team foul for the Jersey Blues.
Yeah, and one thing to note for Brookdale, this is an extremely young team. There's only one sophomore on the roster. This is a coach in Paul Chizek who likes to use a deep rotation, but he is going to be relying on just about all freshmen.
As it is with Camden County College, as number 2, Tyshawn Judge, the freshman guard, count the bucket and the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line for one shot. And to note, Camden County College also in the same situation as Brookdale, one sophomore, and the rest of the team are all freshmen. Both teams very young, but also, as you see in the start of the game, very enthusiastic and very ready to play this season.
And unlike the women's team on the Camden side, who actually played 2 games coming into this one, this is the first game for the men's team, so we'll see what each of these teams have in store in their opener.
And there's Cabrera at the corner. Correction, Frez Cabrera at the top of the key, missed a 3, and here comes Camden County. And stolen by Andre Wells, and Kevin Mateo misfires toward Andrew Salomon, number 22. Brookdale in the white jerseys and red numbers. Camden County Cougars in the blue jerseys and the silver numbers and letters.
And one thing Brookdale loves to do is push the ball in transition. Sometimes they push it too fast for their own good, like that last time where we saw a turnover.
Tyshawn Judge with the ball at the top of the key, trying to do some pretty moves, and he lays it in on Kevin Mateo. 5-2, Camden County early. The pass was deflected by Tyshawn Judge, and it will remain Jersey Blues basketball.
And watching Brookdale over the last few years, one thing that I've noticed a lot is they can get off to slow starts. Their best basketball tends to come later on in games, so hoping not to fall behind too big of a hole early.
And another foul called right there on Camden County is going to be called on Hunter Blessing. Brookdale Community College, Robert Collins Arena, where Camden County College Cougars are taking on the Brookdale Jersey Blues. Welcome back to the broadcast. Brian Golaszewski, Dominic Sama. Happy to be with you. 18:07 left in the first half between these two very young teams. Brian, what do you have to say about this game so far?
Yeah, well, it's early, only a couple minutes as you see Brookdale turn it over there, but you'd like to see Brookdale just be a little more under control on offense. They like to push it up the floor, but I feel like they're moving almost too fast in the early going.
Walter Hester, number 12, with the ball. And there's Patrick Campbell, misfires the 3-pointer from the top of the key. Tyshawn Judge fakes it, takes a jumper, no good, off the back iron. Here's Sharif, and Tyshawn Judge with the lay-in, and that is 7-2. Camden County on top of Brookdale.
Yeah, Brookdale has to do a better job of boxing out, finding a way to clear the defensive glass.
And Andre Wells gives it over. And a three-pointer made by Niles Halberton, the forward freshman, the 6'4" forward freshman from Matawan, New Jersey.
And that's what happens when you get good ball movement there. That found the open man in Wells, able to drill it from the outside.
And here's Keyshawn Roache going in. And one. Count the basket and the foul for Keyshawn Roache, the freshman guard for Camden County College. So he will go to the line for one shot.
And Coach Paul Chizek is very fired up after that made basket, and we'll see him get fired up on occasion. He is very intense on the Brookdale sideline, but what a program he has run here with Brookdale.
31 years at the helm, and you look at the banners at the top of the arena, you see that men's basketball went 33-1 in 2013, 34-0, and became Division III national champions of the NJCAA. Again in 2018, 34-0,
Yeah.
perfect record.
Little bit of a down year their last season, so they're looking to get back to elite level this year.
Kevin Mateo just misfired that pass toward Andrew Salomon. Camden County will retake the possession. 16:33 left in the first half. Number 10, Thomas Todd with the ball, and now back to Keyshawn Roache. And loses the handle, and there's Andre Wells with the basketball. Niles Halberton, another three off the back iron. Rebound by Thomas Todd. Keyshawn Roache with the ball, and he goes in again and lays it in. With all the contact, and a timeout has been called by Brookdale. Paul Chizek irate with his brain trust as they come together and take a timeout, as we'll be right back. And we're back. Brian Goudsworth, Dominic Sama, 16:04 left in the first half. 12-5, Camden County College Cougars on top of the hometown team, Brookdale Jersey Blues. And Andre Wells, the freshman guard, 6-foot freshman guard from Matawan, New Jersey, takes it up. Frez Cabrera with the possession, and now Kevin Mateo. Andre Wells over to Mateo for three. No good. In and out. Rebound by Thomas Todd of Camden County. And with possession is Wendell Wright, and he is charged with a charging foul. And it'll be Brookdale possession.
Yeah, nice job there by Halliburton, getting himself set to take the charge and give Brookdale possession.
And again, Andre Wells bringing it up with Kevin Mateo as company. Andrew Salomon setting the screen. And Frez Cabrera makes a lay-in to shrink the lead, the Camden County lead, to 5. 15:20 left in the first half.
And I think Brookdale's going to rely heavily on Cabrera and his experience. With all the freshmen they have on the roster, Cabrera's going to be one of the go-to guys.
Keyshawn Roache with the possession for Camden. He's going to try and go inside, and this time he loses the handle. And there is Andre Wells with the lay-in. And it shrinks the lead to 3. 12-9 Camden County.
And there you see Brookdale basketball at its best. That's when they're at their most dangerous, when they get out in the open floor. That time Wells, the recipient.
And there's Thomas Todd shooting a 3 off the mark. And Mateo bringing it up. At the top of the key, gives it over to Andre Wells. At the left side, goes all the way in for a lay-in, no good. And Wendell Wright gives it over to Elijah Elder, misfires. There's Andrew Salomon giving it over to Frez Cabrera, and he lays it in. Almost got blocked by Elijah Elder, but Frez Cabrera, with his experience, lays it in to make it 12-11. Cougars on top of the Jersey Blues.
It was a nice job by Salomon there to get the rebound and quickly get the outlet pass there to Cabrera for the bucket.
And there's Wendell Wright for three at the right wing. No good. Far short, and rebound by Andre Wells, and he takes it up to the right side, and foul call, and it's going to be a charge on Frez Cabrera.
And he seems to disagree with the call. I think he thought it should have been a blocking foul, but instead it's a Brookdale turnover.
And you got subs coming in, two for Camden County. Pat Campbell and Hunter Blessing checking back in. Also number 4, Devon Thornton. Checking in for Brookdale's number 3, Coby Sylvester, the 5'9" freshman guard from Passaic. And pass misfired. It'll be Brookdale possession. Chance to take the lead with 13:34 left in the first half.
And Brookdale down by 1, trying to get into the offense. You've seen them make 1 3-pointer, but as we know, you see Paul Chizek there, and his team is at its best when they are forcing turnovers and getting out into the open floor.
Mateo double teamed at the right wing, and there's Coby Sylvester far away. And misfires, and there's Camden taking it all the way through. And what a shot and a foul by Tyshawn Judge. What a lay-in by Judge, and he'll have a chance at the line for 1.
Yeah, and what a start he's gotten off to. We're seeing his ability to penetrate, get to the basket on full display. That's now his second opportunity at an and 1.
My goodness, that was a pretty shot as Judge makes the bucket to make it 15-11. Camden County, the Cougars on top of the Brookdale Jersey Blues. There's Kevin Mateo at the top. Frez Cabrera with it. Looks to go inside. Posting up against Pat Campbell. Coby Sylvester makes the jumper to go. 15-13. Cougars still on top of the Jersey Blues. And Tyshawn Judge looking to go inside again, but passes it over to Blessing. Blessing loses the handle. There's Frez Cabrera giving it over to Coby Sylvester, and he'll lay it in. Tie game at 15, 12.5 minutes to go with 1 half of play.
Yeah, and Sylvester, one of those guys, provides instant offense coming off the bench. We saw him previously misfire on a 3, but that time in transition with the basket.
Elijah Elder over to Patrick Campbell. Hunter Blessing. Elijah Elder, they're just moving the ball around and rotating. Brookdale on a man defense. And there's Tyshawn Judge, losing the handle, and there's Timmy Jombala, but a shot clock violation has been called before Jombala even had the handle. And of course, Timmy Jombala, the native from Montenegro, originally from Brooklyn, New York, but his native from Montenegro, and a graduate of Jackson Liberty High School. Also checked in is number 13, Ronn Flood, the 6'3" freshman forward from Union, New Jersey.
And I think Brookdale was a little upset because of that shot clock violation. The whistle came late, and they felt they were denied a chance at an opportunity on the fast break.
And they nicknamed Timmy Jombala the 6'8" center, Timmy G, coming off the bench for the Jersey Blues. And there's Coby Sylvester taking the shot. No good. Rebound by Patrick Campbell. And he takes it over the timeline, gives it over to Elijah Elder. Number 12, Mahir Sharif, gives it over to Pat Campbell again. Mahir Sharif spins around, puts it up, and lays it in. My goodness, what a lay-in by Mahir Sharif.
Yeah, well, you said it right. I mean, what a spin move by Sharif. And what's standing out with this Camden team is their ability to penetrate to the basket.
And Frez Cabrera count the basket and the foul. chance to take the lead here with tied at 17 with 11-11 left in the first half.
So Cabrera, who previously thought he initiated a blocking foul a few possessions ago, but instead they called him for an offensive, now a chance to make this one a three-point play.
Cabrera at the line for one. And misses it off the back iron. But Frez Cabrera gets his own rebound, but loses the handle. Timmy Jombala was in the middle of traffic right in front of Cabrera. Pass was fired by Mahir Sharif, and Devon Thornton could not catch it. And it will go back to Brookdale. Jersey Blues and Cougars tied at 17, just under 11 minutes left in the first half, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Frez Cabrera going in, putting it up, no good. Timmy Jombala putting it up, but a foul called, and it's going to be on number 5, Elijah Elder. Crushing it, and that's going to be called on number 13, Mark Frisbee, fresh off the bench for Camden County.
Yeah, Brookdale is a team that overall they don't have a whole lot of size, but Jombala, the one guy at 6'8" that can use his big frame to get offensive rebounds.
As he makes the first, subs coming in. Number 15, Wendell Wright, checking in for number 5, Elijah Elder for Camden County. And number 2, Niles Halberton, checking back in for Frez Cabrera. Tyshawn Judge coming in for Devon Thornton. 19-17 Brookdale on top of Camden County College. And Wendell Wright at the corner gives it over. Number 12, Mahir Sharif, trying to spin around again. A foul's been called on Brookdale. As you can see, the Brookdale coaching staff and the players all confused with the call.
Well, Sharif loves going to that spin move. You can tell he's done it a couple times early. And I think Brookdale thought that was clean, not enough contact to initiate a foul, but now Sharif will try to take advantage.
As he goes to the line and takes 2. The first shot, no good. Again, 10.5 minutes left in the first half. Sharif with the second, no good, 0 for 2 from the line. Jombala gives it over to Andre Wells, and there's Niles Halberton. Loses the handle. Tyshawn Judge gives it over and blocked and fouled. Mahir Sharif was blocked and fouled by number 3, Coby Sylvester. Check that number 2, Niles Halberton, is guilty of the foul.
Sharif, you could just see his ability to get to the basket and get contact. This is already his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
0 for 3 now from the line. 0 for 1 in this series for Mahir Sharif. And a chance for a second here. Mahir Sharif, the freshman guard for Camden County. Misses the second. He's been cold from the free throw line lately. And Kevin Mateo gives it over to Andre Wells. Andre Wells backing it up, giving it over to Ronn Flood. And there's Andre Wells with the lay-in. Great look from Ronn Flood, a great assist as they extend their lead to 4.
Yeah, really nice give and go there. Wells cutting to the basket, gets the pass in stride, and the nice finish.
Brookdale with a man-to-man defense as they kick it to the corner. Pat Campbell trying to kick it over. 13, Mark Frisbee gets it back over. Pat Campbell with the 3, no good, in and out. And Mark Frisbee blocked by Timmy Jombala, and count the basket and the foul for Andre Wells, as Andre Wells will go to the line for a third point to make it 24-17 rather than 23-17. Brookdale on top of Camden County as the Cougars call timeout. We'll be right back on Brookdale TV. Just under 9 minutes left in the first half. Brookdale with a 7-point lead on top of Camden. Kevin Mateo with possession. A foul has been called on Camden. Number 5, Elijah Elder, is guilty. Brookdale will inbound from under the basket. Devon Thornton, check that, Andre Wells will be inbounding from under the basket. Gives it over to Frez Cabrera, the only veteran of the team. And it's a charge foul on Frez Cabrera.
Yeah, it's 3 times now that Cabrera's tried that drive to the basket. Twice now been guilty of a charging foul. The other time he got free throws out of it.
And for the first time, Devin Strickland, the freshman forward, 5'10" freshman forward from South Brunswick, checks in for Frez Cabrera. Tyshawn Judge bringing it up the court, brings it over the timeline. Gives over to number 23, Ricky Salas. Tyshawn Judge with it against Ronn Flood. Kicks it out. Elijah Elder, the 3, no good. Rebound by Jombala. Kevin Mateo with it. And he goes all the way and gives it over to Jombala, who puts it up. No good. Second try, and it goes.
A nice job there by Jombala, using the big body, staying with the initial miss. There's an errant pass by the Cougars.
That means Brookdale will take back possession. 8:01 left in the first half. Brookdale with a fresh new shot clock and a fresh new possession, taking it from Camden County. Kevin Mateo with it on the right side. On the bottom of your screen, Timmy Jombala at the lower post. Puts it up and puts it in. Timmy G, as they call him, puts it in to make it 28-17, an 11-point lead for the Brookdale Jersey Blues in this first game of the regular season.
Yeah, he's been a difference maker in this first half, probably Brookdale's leading scorer thus far.
And there's Wendell Wright for Camden County. Now Tyshawn Judge has been doing a lot of magic for Camden County, and stolen by Kevin Mateo. He'll go all the way in, blocked by Tyshawn Judge. Nice block by Judge.
That was awfully close to a goaltend.
He brings it off the other end and is blocked but fouled. Blocked by Jombala, fouled by Ronn Flood.
Yeah, Coach Chizek is yelling about the blocked shot. He thought it had hit the glass. I thought by the naked eye it should have been a goaltend, but the officials let it go, and now Camden a chance to cut into the deficit.
Coach Chizak still irate, and the assistant coach is joining in on the argument with the referees. Tyshawn Judge misses the first. Camden County has been pretty cold from the free throw line as of late.
Yeah, and I think you could chalk that up to the first season. You know, everybody's trying to get accustomed to the offense and getting back into the swing of things. Sometimes you can see struggles shooting the ball overall.
After that free throw was rebounded by Elijah Elder, and then you saw that block there. Tyshawn Judge at the top of the key gives it over to Thomas Todd. Wendell Wright goes in against Andrew Salomon. Brookdale clamping on defense, and a shot clock violation on Camden County.
Yeah,
Coach Chizek fired up
Very aggressive defense. That's one thing that you see with Brookdale. They don't just defend, they defend with an intensity to it, and that time forcing the shot clock violation.
And I think that comes with the intensity package that comes with Coach Paul Chizak.
Yeah, taking on the personality of the head coach, for sure.
And Kevin Mateo gives it over to Devin Strickland. And that's going to be a charge called on Kevin Mateo. Multiple charges been called on Brookdale. They are getting really physical out there on the floor.
As a result of playing physical, sometimes what happens is they rack up the fouls, and you see now they already have 10 of them, and we still have over 6 minutes to go in this half.
Definitely getting into foul trouble there. Brookdale needs to watch out for that. As Wendell Wright gives over and taken by Devin Strickland. He'll go all the way in, putting it up. No good. Andrew Salomon the rebound and puts it up and puts it in. 30-17. Brookdale over Camden County. The Jersey Blues dominating the last minutes of this first half. 5:55 left. We'll be right back with these messages.
What's up, guys? This is Dason Murder Jones. I'm from Hackensack, New Jersey. I play combo guard for Brookdale. The reason I chose Brookdale, I always wanted to play for a winning environment. And with Coach Chee's history, it's nothing but regional titles, national titles, and I always wanted to play for a winning coach, and I wanted to display my talent and my game on a big stage and try to advance my career in basketball, because this is what I love to do, and this is what I chose to do. And this is why I'm here. And I plan on being here for a long time and marking my word.
The Collins Arena here in Brookdale Community College. The Camden County College Cougars visiting the Brookdale Jersey Blues. Two young teams in the very first game of the regular season here in the Region 19 NJCAA. Brian Goudsworth, Dominic Sama, glad to be here with you, bringing to you this game live on Brookdale TV. Brian, what have you seen from the Jersey Blues so far with blowing up this lead to a 13-point lead over the Camden County College Cougars?
Yeah, the pace has been pretty good. I think the key defensively is keeping Camden out of the paint, in particular Tyson Judge.
And you have Elijah Elder there shooting and misfiring in and out. And there's Tyshawn Judge and the basket and the foul. My goodness, Tyshawn Judge making a lot of contact layups and sending himself to the free throw line. 30-19, Brookdale. And Tyshawn Judge looking to trim the lead to 10.
Yeah, and right on cue. You know, we mentioned his name, and there he is getting another tough basket in transition. Chance to add one more at the line.
So it'll be an N1 for Tyshawn Judge. He converts it at the free throw line. 30-20, Jersey Blues over the Cougars. Andre Wells gives it over to Salomon. Sylvester, now Ronn Flood with the NBA range three and hits it. 33-20, Brookdale on top yet again with a 13-point lead, their biggest lead of the game.
And Brookdale, a team that likes to use its bench. We've seen Sylvester chip in on the offensive end already, and that time Flood from three.
And Flood deflected that pass, but went out of bounds, and now he checks out with Devin Strickland. Check that. Desan Jones, number 23, the 6-foot freshman from Hackensack, coming in for Brookdale. Tyshawn Judge laying it in. Desan Jones let him go right by him as Tyshawn Judge again lays it in for the Camden County College Cougars. Another timeout by Brookdale. We'll be right back.
Raised in Hackensack, New Jersey, and I came to Brookdale because Brookdale is a winning environment, and this is something I wanted to be part of.
My name is Niles Halliburton. I graduated from Madawan Regional High School. I play small forward, power forward for Brookdale basketball, and the reason why I came here because it's the best fit for me, and I'm looking to win the ring this year.
And we're back. 4:39 left in the first half. Brookdale with a 33-22, 11-point lead on top of the visiting Camden County College Cougars. Brookdale showing off in a big way, Brian Gausward.
Yeah, I'm trying to add to an 11-point lead here with possession. It's been a variety of different contributors thus far, which is typically the way it goes for the Jersey Blues.
Coby Sylvester with the jumper. Hits it and makes it a 35-22 lead for the Jersey Blues.
Yeah, and I talked to Paul Chizek before the game, and he told me Sylvester is one of his guys to watch coming off the bench.
Tyshawn Judge going all inside, but now trying the outside. Misfired there. Coby Sylvester with the rebound and traveled toward the left corner. So it'll be Camden possession. Just under 4 minutes left in the first half of play.
And Brookdale's got to watch the fouls, because any foul the rest of the way, they're going to put the Cougars at the free throw line, having already committed 10 of them in the half.
As Patrick Campbell gives it over to Elijah Elder, goes inside, and the foul will be called on Camden. Was that a travel call?
Travel.
That was a travel on Elijah Elder. 35-22, Brookdale will look to extend its lead from 13. And there's Andre Wells, easy move to the bucket. 37-22, their biggest lead of the game, up to 15 with 3.5 minutes to go. Jersey Blues on top of Camden County as Elijah Elder misfires, and again, Devon Thornton for Camden misfires. It'll be Brookdale possession, 3:16 left in the first half of play.
Yeah, and how about that blow-by on the last possession from Wells, showing off his explosiveness getting to the basket. That was well done.
Well done by Wells as he brings it up to the right wing. And there's Andrew Salomon, defended by Campbell. And Wells misfires there as Tyshawn Judge gives it over to Campbell. Looking for a shot, gives it over. And number 4, Devon Thornton, the freshman, lays it in for Camden to stop the bleeding, at least for now, to make it 37-24 and trim the lead down to 13. And Desan Jones misfires the pass, and there's Wendell Wright missing it, and Tyshawn Judge missing it, and everybody is back down on Camden's end, and count the bucket and the foul for Patrick Campbell.
And I think what Brookdale's going to be upset about on that possession was allowing too many opportunities, unable to clear the defensive glass. Now it becomes a 3-point play chance.
Desan Jones guilty of the foul. He checks out, as does Andrew Salomon. Timmy Jombala, Timmy G, checks in for Brookdale. Also does number 1, Danny Golaszewski. He comes in for the first time tonight. The 6'1" freshman guard from Sayreville High School. As Patrick Campbell converts and trims the lead down to 10. We're closing in on 2 minutes left in the first half of play. Brookdale on top, 37-27 over the Camden County College Cougars. And a foul's been called. It's going to be on Camden County. Number 4, Devon Thornton, is guilty of the call. 20 seconds left on the shot clock for Brookdale.
And Brookdale hasn't had too many attempts at the free throw line, so Strickland now trying to extend this 10-point advantage.
Devin Strickland, the 5'10" freshman forward from South Brunswick High School, misses the shot. It was a 1-and-1 as Pat Campbell brings it up top of the key for Camden. Devon Thornton with it, misfires, and here comes Andre Wells over to Coby Sylvester, and back to Wells, goes inside. There's Danny Golaszewski with the 3-ball. Is a 2. It will be 39-27 Brookdale as his feet were inside the 3-point line.
That was a great looking possession, good ball movement, find the open man and drill it from the outside.
Brookdale on top by 12. Pat Campbell looks to respond. Rebound by Devin Strickland. Here comes Danny Golaszewski. He looks to go all the way in. There's Timmy Jombala, the misfired alley-oop. No good. Tyshawn Judge gives it over to Devon Thornton. An easy lane to the bucket as Brookdale leads now by 10, 39-29. We're at a minute left in the first half of play. Andre Wells gives it over to Coby Sylvester at the right wing. Top of the key and gives over to Danny Golaszewski. Back to Andre Wells against Tyshawn Judge, puts it up and in. Andre Wells with the bucket. Nice basket made by Wells to make it 41-29 Brookdale. And what a bucket there. Tyshawn Judge has been doing a lot of magic on the Camden end of things all first half. Even though they're down, Tyshawn Judge has been putting on a show for the Cougars.
Yeah, he has been awfully impressive. A freshman playing in his first game collegiately, and the Cougars look like they have found a potential star.
As they probably have. Tyshawn Judge converts with the bucket and makes it a 9-point lead, shrinks the Brookdale lead down to single digits, 41-32. Just under 30 seconds to go. Andre Wells will hold it, gives it over to Danny Golaszewski, number 1 in the white jersey. Andre Wells against Judge, goes inside and blocked by Judge, and a foul will be called, a reach in on Andre Wells. That is his second of the game. They're already over the limit, so Tyshawn Judge will go to the line.
Well, he has easily been Camden's leading scorer through this first half, and Brookdale's going to have to find a way to make a second half adjustment and not allow him as many opportunities to beat them.
And a chance for a second here as Tyshawn Judge made the first. Lead goes down to 8. 12.2 seconds left in the first half as Tyshawn Judge converts and makes both shots. Andre Wells gives it over to Devin Strickland. And here comes Wells against Judge. This has been a marquee guard matchup all day long, as Wells has been blocked and fouled by number 15 of Camden, Wendell Wright.
Yeah, hard foul there. Everyone moving fast, going to the basket. Wells on the attack, and he got hit hard by Wright.
And Wright with his second foul of the game, foul number 8 altogether for the Cougars in this first half. 1.3 seconds left as Wells makes the first. He'll go for a second here. And Andre Wells going for the second shot. Misses it off the back iron. And there's a buzzer beater for Devin Strickland as we close this half with a 44-34 Brookdale lead over the Camden County College Cougars. We'll be right back with these messages.
Hi, I'm Coby Sylvester. I'm from Passaic, New Jersey, and I went to Passaic High School in Passaic, New Jersey. I'm the point guard and the 2 guard on the team. And the reason I chose Brookdale is because I felt like it was the best decision for me and my family. And I saw that they won a regional, and I want to be part of that.
My name is Devin Strickland. I went to South Brunswick High School. I'm from South Brunswick. I play small forward on the Brookdale men's basketball team. I came to Brookdale because of the coaching staff and the winning coaches. And then I just fell in love with the school from there.
Hello, my name is Fres Cabrera, and I'm from Perth Amboy, New Jersey. And my position over here at the school is a shooting guard. The reason I chose to come to Brookdale is because it helped me become a better person, and it makes me chase my success.
How you doing? My name is Timmy Jombala. I went to Jackson Liberty High School. I'm a forward/center. The reason I chose Brookdale because I believe that the coaching staff can make me the best player I can be.
My name is Ryan Neely. I'm from Freelboro High School. I play shooting guard here at Brookdale. And the reason I chose Brookdale was because of the price and it's close to home.
My name is Andrew Salomon. I'm a forward at Brookdale. I'm from Manasquan, New Jersey, and I chose Brookdale because the coaches were all welcoming and the past success.
My name is Keyshawn Roache. I'm from Perth Amboy, New Jersey. I play guard for this team. I decided to come to Brookdale because we have a great coaching staff, and I thought it would be a great place for me to start my basketball career. We have a national championship track record, and Coach Chizek's a Hall of Fame coach. I thought there'd be no place better for me to grow myself as a basketball player.
My name is Golaszewski. I'm from Sayreville, New Jersey. I went to Sayreville High School. I'm a point guard here at Brookdale, and I chose Brookdale because during the recruitment process, they really made me feel like a family and that I fit in perfectly.
My name is Ronn Flood. I'm from Union, New Jersey. I graduated from Union High School. I played forward here at Brookdale. I chose Brookdale because they have a very successful basketball team as well as an architecture program.
Hi, my name is Andre Wells. I'm from New Jersey, and I went to Mattawan Regional High School. I'm a point guard for the Brookdale men's basketball team, and I chose Brookdale because it's a good fit for me and my family, and the basketball program is very successful.
My name is Salomon. I'm from Marlboro, New Jersey. I'm the manager of the team. I get to help out the players and coaches and motivate them in any way I can, and my brother used to be the manager here on this team.
And welcome back to Robert Collins Arena here on the campus of Brookdale Community College, where the Camden County College Cougars are down 34-44 against the hometown team, Brookdale Jersey Blues in the white jerseys, along with my broadcast partner, Brian Goudsword, and the rest of the Brookdale TV team. I'm Dominic Sama, glad to be here with you in the second half of play. Now, Brian, what have we seen in the first half with Brookdale bringing this to, of course, a 10-point lead over the Cougars?
Yes, they're able to get the rebound there, and the big thing is defensively, they need to find a way to slow down Keyshawn Judge, because what a first half he put together.
And it continues for Brookdale as Kevin Mateo drops his first points of the game from the land of three at the top of the key, to be specific. 19:16 left in the game, 47-34, Brookdale on top. Shot by Pat Campbell, number 3 of Camden, no good. Kevin Mateo bringing it in, and it's going to be a reach-in by Elijah Elder, number 5 of the Cougars. You know, Paul Chizek, the 31-year coach of the Brookdale Jersey Blues, has been very passionate throughout this entire game, amping his guys up. And you see there's Frez Cabrera laying it in for Brookdale, the lone veteran. Coach Chizek really amping his guys up in the second half with back to a 15-point lead.
Yeah, well, we talked about in the first half that his teams really seem to take on the personality of the head coach. As you see, a 3 there made by Camden.
Mahir Sharif with the 3, and a misfired pass by Brookdale. Niles Halberton misfired. So it will be the possession arrow going to the team in blue, Camden. 18.5 minutes left to go. 49-37, Brookdale on top. As Mahir Sharif gives it over to Keyshawn Judge, who has been putting on a show in the first half. And let's see what he does in this second half.
Yeah, what a performance. Getting to the basket, making tough shots, getting contact. He was a handful for Brookdale defensively.
And Niles Halberton all alone from 3 off the mark. Keyshawn Judge the rebound, gives it over to Mahir Sharif, and he lays it in, even after almost mishandling that catch.
Yeah, nice
Back to a
job.
10-point lead for Brookdale.
Nice job there by Sharif, getting around the defender and getting the basket to go.
And the pass from Wells stolen by Campbell as he tries to do a dipsy-do, but he got blocked by Kevin Mateo. Andre Wells against Keyshawn Judge. He tries to pull up and no good from the land of 3. There's Frez Cabrera making a Euro step and no good. Andrew Salomon putting it up, no good himself, and Camden with the rebound. Just 2 unlucky shots there for Brookdale inside the paint.
Man, it's rare that you see Brookdale unable to convert that close to the basket. That is typically where they make their money.
A high percentage shot, that's right, Brian. As Keyshawn Judge goes from the right wing to the top of the key against Frez Cabrera. And Campbell with it. Back to Mahir Sharif, no good as the shot clock expires. Frez Cabrera taking it himself, and a foul called on Keyshawn Judge. And that will be his second foul of the game.
And you see Paul Chizek there on the screen, and you mentioned it, 31 seasons. That is just amazing to me every time I think about it, of one person lasting as long as he has in the same job. You just don't see it very often, and he has this program in a terrific spot.
Kevin Mateo going in. Count the basket and the foul for Kevin Mateo. What a lay-in for Mateo as he goes to the line to convert for a three-point play. As Timmy Jombala, as the team calls him Timmy G, the Montenegro native from Brooklyn, New York, a graduate of Jackson Liberty High School, checks in for Andrew Salomon. As Mateo converts from the line, and we are at 16.5 minutes left in this game, as Robert Secundi, number 14 of Camden, checks in for the first time tonight. Timmy G with the steal. There's going to be a foul called on Elijah Elder. Jombala and Elder were tied up as we're at 6:15 left. And a full shot clock for the Jersey Blues.
Camden has to be careful. That's already 4 fouls that they've racked up here. We haven't even played 4 minutes in the second half. Brookdale, by contrast, yet to commit one.
Wells gives it over to Mateo. Mateo at the top of the key, defended by Secundi. And puts it up, blocked by Secundi, and Keyshawn Judge with the ball. There's going to be a foul called on Frez Cabrera. Frez Cabrera is guilty, and that will be the Brookdale's first foul of the game. Check that, that's a foul on Timmy Jombala. That's his second foul of the game. The refs blow a whistle and discuss. Just under 16 minutes left in the game. 52-39, Brookdale keeping this lead. Pretty good cushion on top of the visiting Cougars of Camden County.
Yeah, and they just have to keep up the aggressive pace, move the ball in transition that starts with plays like that.
That's right, as Keyshawn Judge misfires, and it turns into a Frez Cabrera layup to make it 54-39. Brookdale over the Cougars. Robert Secundi, his first shot of the day, no good. Halberton the rebound, and there's Mateo, misfires. And Keyshawn Judge all alone, and he tries to dunk it, no good. But Mahir Sharif there to clean up the mess to make it 54-41, still a 13-point lead for Brookdale, 15 minutes left.
Well, Judge looking to throw the ball down with authority, missed it, but luckily for him, his teammate Sharif was there for the second chance points.
The foul is called on Camden. It's going to be on Devon Thornton, his second foul, as Thomas Todd replaces Mahir Sharif for Camden. Kevin Mateo to inbound. Frez Cabrera, the veteran, going inside and trying again, this time fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2. And the foul will be on number 14, Robert Secundi. That's his first foul, and the team's 6th foul already in the second half alone.
Yeah, they're averaging over a foul a minute in this second half, so that's something that bears watching as this second half goes on.
As Fres Cabrera misfires that first attempt. And Cabrera misfires his second. Almost a lane violation on Keyshawn Judge, but the refs missed that call. Number 4, Devon Thornton gives over to Secondi. Thornton gives it over. Thomas Todd for 3, knocks it down. Thomas Todd from downtown makes it a 54-44 lead, shrinks the lead to 10 for the Brookdale Jersey Blues.
And they just allowed too much space there for Todd to release that shot.
And Kevin Mateo, easy shot right there. Easy baseline jumper to make it a 56-44 game. And another shot by Thomas Todd, an air ball. Mateo with it, gives it over to Andre Wells. And kicks it to Niles Halberton, and now Mateo with it again. And misfires, nobody around to get the pass, nobody home. We're at the 14-minute mark left in the second half. The Brookdale Jersey Blues still with a 12-point lead over the Cougars of Camden County.
Yeah, and I think Mateo just got a little too fancy on that last drive. Wound up finding nobody on the pass to the corner.
Patrick Campbell going in, giving it over. And number 10, Thomas Todd, misses it. And an attempted dunk by Patrick Campbell misfires. And a 3 by Thomas Todd knocks it down again to shrink the Brookdale lead to 9.
Well, Camden is 0 for 2 now on dunks, but Brookdale allowing too many open looks at three-point range, and Camden taking advantage.
Timmy Jombala, Timmy G with the ball at the three-point line, gives it over to Andre Wells. Fres Cabrera with the ball, and he goes inside, a lot of contact, no good. And the second attempt misfires, and a reach-in foul on Andre Wells. That will be his second foul of the game, second foul for Brookdale of this second half. Kevin Mateo checks out, and number 3, Coby Sylvester, checks in for Brookdale. Number 15, Wendell Wright to inbound for Camden County.
And I think you have to credit Brookdale as Judge, who I was just going to mention is going to the bench, but Brookdale's kind of tightened up the defense on him, not allowing him as many chances at getting to the basket.
Camden with the possession arrow. Mahir Sharif at the top of the key goes over to Patrick Campbell. Sharif over to Wendell Wright, puts it up, no good. The Kareem Abdul-Jabbar attempt, no good. As Andre Wells brings it up over the timeline. 12.5 minutes to go. And Andre Wells, easy move to the bucket to extend the lead back up to 11, 58-47.
Yeah, and Wells, you can see that explosive ability that he has.
And a 3 attempt for Elijah Elder, way off. Niles Halberton with the rebound. Andre Wells with the ball. And a reach-in foul from Camden County is going to be on Mahir Sharif. As Hunter Blessing checks in, replacing Elijah Elder for the Cougars. Andre Wells at the line, looking to shoot 2 shots. It's a 1-and-1, check that. And he misses it. Mahir Sharif with the ball. Takes over the timeline, gives over to Patrick Campbell. Patrick Campbell defended by Niles Halberton. Hunter Blessing giving it over. Back to Mahir Sharif. And Sharif is blocked and fouled. Ronn Flood blocked the shot. And Ronn Flood will be guilty of the call. That's his third foul of the game.
And Sharif has kind of been that second guy after Judge for Camden at getting to the basket and trying to cut into this deficit.
As he has a shot at 2, as it was a shooting foul going up. Misses the first. And a sub coming in for Brookdale. Frez Cabrera checking in for Niles Halberton. Danny Golaszewski checking in for Andre Wells. Mahir Sharif with one more. No good, 0 for 2 from the line in that series. Danny Golaszewski gives it over. And Coby Sylvester with it. Gives it over to Golaszewski, misfired the pass. And there's Hunter Blessing giving it over, and it's going to be a charging foul on Blessing.
And Brookdale did a good job getting back transition defense. That so often is what you see from Paul Chizek coach teams. His teams get back, able to defend, and now take over possession.
Camden County giving the possession over to Brookdale. Hunter Blessing with 4 fouls on the game as Golaszewski gives it over to the veteran Frez Cabrera. And Timmy Jombala with the lay-in and the nice dime from Cabrera.
Yeah, we've seen some nice passing from Brookdale that's led to easy baskets from in close. And I think that's been a big key to opening up this lead.
Patrick Campbell gives it over to Tyshawn Judge against Golaszewski. And now in traffic, puts it up, and it will be called on number 12, Frez Cabrera, is guilty of the foul. That's his third, team's fourth. Chance at the line for 2 shots for Tyshawn Judge. Misses the first. Camden County has not been very well from the line. If they have made all their free throws, it would probably be a single-digit game.
Yeah, they've left a lot of points at the line. It's 3 points you're being given with free throw opportunities, and a lot of times you see teams give away a good number of points. It becomes a difference in games quite often.
And something just happened at the Brookdale bench, but going back to the Camden County College, and Tyshawn Judge making the second to make it a 60-48 lead for Brookdale. 12-point lead for the Brookdale Jersey Blues as Ronn Flood with possession, looking to give it back over to Danny Golaszewski at the top of the key. Ronn Flood wide open for 3. Misses it. And tipped, and will stay Brookdale possession.
Well, it was a nice job of passing along the perimeter. Flood wound up getting a good look, just couldn't get it to fall.
Golaszewski to inbound from under the basket. Coby Sylvester back to Golaszewski. Looking to go inside with all the contact. Rebound no good for Golaszewski, and rebounded by Wendell Wright, but taken back by Brookdale, and now back to Camden County. And tipped by Golaszewski. Tries to convince the refs that it should be going Brookdale's way, but can't convince them of that. as Camden County will retake possession from the corner at the bottom right corner of your screen. Patrick Campbell gives it over to Keyshawn Judge against Golaszewski, going inside. Blocked and fouled. And the foul will be on Danny Golaszewski. And that's the team's 5th of the second half. 10:05 left in the second half.
Yeah, Brookdale starting to catch up in the foul department, now with 5, while Camden has committed 8 of them.
Keyshawn Judge made the first there, looking to make the second, and he does. Sub checking in for the Cougars. It is number 13, Mark Frisbee.
There's Luis Batistas, one of the more experienced coaches in the Region 19. 8 years he has guided this program. They've had a lot of success.
And Ronn Flood gives it over to Coby Sylvester. He'll give it to Golaszewski at the top of the key. Misfires the 3. Coby Sylvester with the offensive rebound. Golaszewski over to Ronn Flood. Ronn Flood to Niles Halberton. Back to Ronn Flood. Halberton over to the center, Jombala, who mishandles the pass. And Timmy G takes it, and there's Ronn Flood, misses the layup. And Timmy G cleans up the mess for Brookdale to extend the lead back to 12, 62-50 over the Camden County College Cougars. 9:24 left in the game. 20 seconds on the shot clock for Camden County. Elijah Elder over to Devon Thornton, and now Mark Frisbee. Elijah Elder, and now Campbell, and stolen by Sylvester. And it's an offensive kick violation on Coby Sylvester. He mishandled it, and we'll go back to the Cougars. Kevin Mateo checks in, as does Andre Wells, checking back in for Brookdale. Keyshawn Judge at the top of the key, defended by Ronn Flood. He's at the left wing, gives it over. 23, Rick Salas airballs it. And Brookdale takes possession. Kevin Mateo at the top of the key, shoots the 3 ball, no good. And Elijah Elder with possession. Now Devon Thornton gives it over to Ricky Salas. Missed the pass, and a foul has been called. Gonna be number 3 of Brookdale. Check that, that's number 4, Andre Wells. That's his 3rd foul of the game, and that's 16th foul for Brookdale. Coach Chizek typically irate with his guys as a possession sticks with Camden County.
And you will see him make a lot of substitutions throughout a game. Told me before the game today, plans on going with at least a 10-man rotation, and he'll shuffle guys in and out pretty often.
And you just saw that layup by Keyshawn Judge. He's been doing that almost all game long, putting on a show here in Brookdale. And there's Niles Halberton for 3 off the mark. Kevin Mateo gives it over. Andrew Salomon putting it up, no good. Salomon with the rebound and bounced around, and here's Andre Wells for 3, misfires. It was an air ball and a reach-in foul call. They got tangled up, but Devon Thornton will be pled guilty of the foul.
And Chambala has really been impressive to watch his ability to rebound, give his team 2nd and 3rd chance opportunities. Has a nice little stroke with the jump shot too. We saw him at the free throw line earlier, and now another chance.
And Andrew Salomon misfires that free throw. Under 8 minutes left in the game between Camden County and the Brookdale Jersey Blues out of Monmouth County. Tyshawn Judge at the top of the key against Ronn Flood. Gives it over. Mark Frisbee misfires the shot. And Elijah Elder hits the deck. Devon Thornton misfires the three ball. Is off the mark. Andre Wells gives it over. Halberton takes the contact and is fouled by Mark Frisbee. Check that. That's Ricky Salas, number 23.
And this first game, Brookdale trying to figure out what combinations are going to work and see what players are going to be contributors. If Halliburton's going to be one who scores a lot of points for them. And here he is at the free throw line.
And he makes the first. We have substitution. Hunter Blessing checking in. And Halliburton making the second. And a timeout has been called. We're back here in Brookdale Community College, where the Jersey Blues are on top of the Camden County College Cougars, 64-52. Dominic Sama, Brian Goudsworth here with you to bring you this game live from Brookdale TV, only on Brookdale TV, all season long. We bring to you men's and women's basketball games. And here we are, 64-52. Brookdale on top of the Cougars, as you just saw there, Elijah Elder making that shot. Brian Goudsworth, how has this game gone so far with 7 minutes to go?
Well, Brookdale's been in control for most of the way, but there is still enough time that if Camden went on a run, they could make it interesting. It just feels like Brookdale's been able to keep this lead at around 10 or 12 for most of the second half.
And a nice pass from Mateo, and gives it over to Ronn Flood as he makes that reverse layup to make it 66-54, Jersey Blues over the Cougars.
Brookdale's really done a good job of sharing the basketball. We've seen a lot of nice assists.
And you saw Thomas Todd misfire that shot, and a foul called on Camden. It's going to be on number 5, Elijah Elder. And that's his 4th foul of the game. 6:18 left. And Andre Wells will have a chance at the line for 2, as Camden County College is now over the limit. There'll be 2 shots at the line for Andre Wells. In and out on the first, as you have 2 substitutions in for Camden County. Number 3, Patrick Campbell. Number 12, Mahir Sharif. Checking in for 23, Ricky Salas, and 10, Thomas Todd. Chance for Andre Wells to redeem himself at the line. And he makes it.
And Brookdale's had a big advantage making free throws compared to Camden. You could argue it's a big reason why they've built the lead up to 13.
67-54 the score, with Brookdale having that 13-point cushion, as Patrick Campbell in and out on that 3. And here comes Niles Halliburton giving over to Andrew Salomon, and he takes it home. 69-54. Jersey Blues now with a 15-point lead, their biggest of the game, and that's the highest they've gone, and the multiple times that they've hit 15 with their lead margin. And a foul has been called on Brookdale. It will be Andre Wells.
And there was that patented spin move by Sharif that he loves to go to get to the basket. We saw him do that on multiple occasions in the first half.
So Andre Wells guilty of the foul. That's his 4th, team 7th. And it was a foul going up. So Mahir Sharif missed that first shot at the line. And he's looking to go for a second shot and misfires. Niles Halliburton the rebound. Kevin Mateo going all the way in and misfiring as Tyshawn Judge. Taken away by Mateo, and there he is with the lay-in, no good by Kevin Mateo. Coach Chizak obviously frustrated as the ball gets fed over to Mahir Sharif. Patrick Campbell over to Elijah Elder. And a pass deflected by Halliburton. It will stay Cougars' possession. Elder gives it over and deflected again, this time by Ronn Flood.
Brookdale's had the active hands quite often, knocking the ball out of bounds, making life difficult on the Camden offense.
And here's Elijah Elder inbounding to Pat Campbell. Gives it over to Hunter Blessing. He's getting into foul trouble himself. And this is the first shot, second shot no good. Mahir Sharif trying to clean up the mess. He can't do that. And the rebound was by Niles Halliburton. And there's Frez Cabrera at the corner, misfires. Mahir Sharif with the rebound. And he's got numbers as Mahir Sharif converts for Camden County. Obviously, Coach Chizak irate and passionate for the Jersey Blues as he doesn't want his guys to lose it and lose this lead that they have. We'll be right back in just a few seconds.
And the reason why I came here because it's the best fit for me, and I'm looking to win the ring this year.
My name is Darian Cabrera. I'm from Perth Amboy, New Jersey, and I graduated from Mater Dei Prep. I'm the point guard of the Brookdale basketball team, and the reason I came to Brookdale is because it's close to home, it has amazing academics, amazing athletics, and when I grow older, I'm trying to become a dentist. I major in health science, and I really love the campus. It's very beautiful, and I like the way that I am welcomed into the community.
And we're back, 69-56, Brookdale on top of the Camden County College Cougars, the visiting team here in Lincroft, New Jersey. As Frez Cabrera gives it over to Kevin Mateo. And he gives it over, and Frez Cabrera recovers, mishandles the ball as Mahir Sharif takes it. Now Hunter Blessing, the 3-ball, in and out. Mahir Sharif trying to clean up the mess, and he does this time. Mahir Sharif laying it in to make it a 69-58 game with Brookdale still on top, an 11-point lead for the Jersey Blues. Frez Cabrera, the only veteran on the team, giving over to Coby Sylvester. Giving back to Frez Cabrera. That was a dangerous pass. Mateo giving over to Cabrera. And fouled by number 3, Patrick Campbell of Camden.
Yeah, and it's an 11-point lead, but it's close enough where Camden, with a decent run, can still make it interesting. I feel like we've said that throughout this half, but Brookdale has been able to just keep them at bay.
Frez Cabrera making the first. And he'll attempt a second here. Again, Camden County over the limit with their fouls, which is why Frez Cabrera and the rest of the Brookdale squad, every time they get fouled, get a chance at the free throw line for not just a 1-and-1, but also 2 shots. Tyshawn Judge going all the way in. What a reverse lay-in by Tyshawn Judge as the lead gets shrunk for Brookdale. Back to 11, 71-60, with just under 3.5 minutes to go. As Coby Sylvester gets stolen by Camden, and it will be a foul. on Brookdale. It'll be on number 12, Frez Cabrera. He fouled Elijah Elder, who will be going to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Andre Wells checking in for Coby Sylvester. And Elijah Elder at the line for a 1-and-1. A chance to shrink this lead. And he misses it. Frez Cabrera misfires. And Kevin Mateo gives it over to Andre Wells, the floor general. Takes over the timeline. Getting defended by Tyshawn Judge, who attempts to reach in, but doesn't get away with it with the referees as they call on him for another foul, his third of the game.
And that's just an unnecessary foul because it's so far away from the basket, and you want your star player on the floor, not in foul trouble, but now he's picked up 3.
And to add, again, Camden County over the limit, so every time a foul gets called on Camden County, Brookdale gets a chance for 2 at the free throw line.
And so far, they've made their free throws, so you got to give them credit.
Andrew Wells, a 6-foot freshman guard from Matawan, New Jersey, graduate of Matawan High School. Looking to convert on his second. And he makes it. 73-60 Brookdale with a 13-point cushion. 3 minutes to go in the game. There's Patrick Campbell misfiring the jumper, and Kevin Mateo slowing it down. Brookdale did have numbers, but now Andre Wells in possession and running the floor. Frez Cabrera looking to show off his veteran skills. Putting it up and laying it in. Frez Cabrera taking it through for the Jersey Blues as it becomes a 75-60 lead for Brookdale on top of the Camden County College Cougars.
Yeah, they're going to get a foul there on Mateo reaching in, so he's picked up his 3rd. And like we talked about, every foul, both sides, the rest of the way, it's free throws.
9 fouls for Brookdale, over 10 over the limit for Camden County. Still a 1-and-1 series for the Cougars. So Tyshawn Judge makes the first at the line right there. 2.5 minutes to go in the game. Brookdale with a 14-point lead and a chance for Tyshawn Judge to make it a 13-point lead, and he does. 30-second timeout called by Camden County. And we'll be right back with these messages. 75-62, 2:28 left in the game.
Jersey, and I went to Passaic High School in Passaic, New Jersey. I'm the point guard and the 2 guard on the team. And the reason I chose Brookdale is because I felt like it was the best decision for me and my family. And I saw that they won a regional, and I want to be part of that.
My name is Devin Strickland. I went to South Brunswick High School. I'm from South Brunswick. I play small forward on the Brookdale men's basketball team. I came to Brookdale because of the coaching staff and the winning coaches, and then I just fell in love with the school from there.
Hello, my name is Frez Cabrera, and I'm from Perth Amboy, New Jersey. And my position over here at the school is a shooting guard. The reason I chose to come to Brookdale is because it helped me become a better person, and it makes me chase my success.
How you doing? My name is Devin Strickland. I went to Jackson High School. I'm a forward/center.
And we're back. Dominic Sama, Brian Gowsworth of the Brookdale TV and the Brookdale TV team, as Brookdale just took that possession with Camden County making that basket and Tyshawn Judge making that layup for the Cougars. 2:09 left in the second half. Again, Brian Gauss, we're Dominic Salmon. Glad to be here with all of you tonight. Now, Brian, what have we seen so far with Brookdale having a 11-point lead on top of the Camden County College Cougars?
Yeah, an 11-point lead, but this is the time of the game where things can turn once you see one team start to press, and that's where we're at now with Camden down by 11. They're going to try to force turnovers and see if they can get back in this game. Brookdale's got to be able to handle the press, get into the front court, and get their offense organized.
Andre Wells just made that first shot from the free throw line. Now he's looking to make a second attempt. Brookdale's next game is against Passaic County Community College. Tuesday, November 16th. That is next Tuesday at 7 p.m. And Camden County, their next game will be at CCBC Cannonsville. Tip-off at 3 p.m. That's on Saturday, November 13th, just 2 days from now.
And Wendell Wright called on the travel there. There's one thing you can't afford if you're Camden. It's unforced turnovers at this juncture.
77-64, Jersey Blues over the Cougars as Fres Cabrera gives it over. And there's Andre Wells. He brings it back and slows it down as Niles Halliburton gives over to Danny Golaszewski. Great movement to Andrew Salomon, who finishes with the lay-in to make it 79-64, back to a 15-point lead for the Brookdale Jersey Blues. 1:37 left, 1.5 minutes left in the game as Tyshawn Judge misfired that layup. Andrew Salomon with the rebound, and he gives it over to Wells, and now Golaszewski. Fres Cabrera putting it up, blocked by number 15, Wendell Wright. Patrick Campbell giving it over to Devon Thornton. And that'll be a 79-66, 13-point cushion for Brookdale on their way to their first win of the season with a minute left in the game. 18 seconds left on the shot clock.
Yeah, now you just want to use as much clock as possible and get out of here with a victory.
Fres Cabrera taking it inside. Count the basket and the foul. Now that's a way to finish for the veteran sophomore, Fres Cabrera from Perth Amboy, New Jersey, a graduate of Perth Amboy High School, the 6'2" sophomore guard.
And he's kind of put this game on ice, making the plays down the stretch, and Brookdale's go-to guy, and they're going to rely on him heavily.
Cabrera at the line, looking to convert the three-point play. 81-66. Brookdale Jersey Blues over the Camden County College Cougars. Now, what specifically did Camden County College not do that they could have done, especially going into the second half tonight?
No, I think early on they did a good job of driving to the basket, and we saw Judge have a huge first half, but he's been a lot quieter here in the second half, and I think Brookdale's adjustment defensively has gone a long way, and how they've opened up this lead in the second half, and now inside 40 seconds from closing it out.
Patrick Campbell misfires that shot. A little shaken up, but he shakes it off and goes to the free throw line looking to shoot for two. 36.3 seconds left in the game. As Campbell is at the line, of course, for two shots. Six the first. Campbell looking to make the second. And he does. So that shrinks the Brookdale lead to 14. They will have to kill this clock. 5 second separation between shot clock and game clock. The floor general for this game, Andre Wells, holding the ball. And now he's looking for a screen from Andrew Salomon. They're just going to keep killing this clock until the shot clock ends to 0. Misfires, and there's Andrew Salomon with the offensive rebound. And that will be the end of the game. 82-68, your final score. Brookdale Jersey Blues triumph in their first game of the season over the Camden County College Cougars. We'd like to thank you all for joining us. On behalf of the Brookdale TV team, Brian Goudsworth, Dominic Sama, glad to be here with you all, and have a wonderful night.
I'm real happy to win the game, but it's just a pleasure to get back here out on the floor with people in the stands. It makes a whole big difference. Nice atmosphere out here today. We had a lot of fans out. Our kids were a little downtrodden because we were supposed to play on Tuesday, play Bergen on Tuesday, but they mandated that people who are not vaccinated had to wear a mask. So our athletic director made the correct decision not to play that game until later on in the season. So, but it was good to get out here tonight.